All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. Pull up a chair. Hope you guys pour yourselves a nice cup of something hot. Let's have ourselves a little bit of a chat. Welcome, everybody, one and all. If you're watching the recording, whatever day it is, hope you're having a terrific day. But if you're watching it live today, happy Sunday. Good evening, good night, good morning to some of you. You know, time zones and all. It's pretty cool that we get to share moments together from people all around the world. And there's one right there. Hi, how you doing? If you don't know who I'm talking to later on in the recording, I'm talking to live chat. Go check it out. Hello and good morning, Scout. We had a wonderful tea time with the patrons this morning. How great was that? Howdy, hi. Welcome, everybody. Pour yourself something nice and hot. You know, as the weather begins to change, unless you're, in the southern hemisphere, then pour yourself something cold. You know what I mean? But I hope you're all having a great day. Having a really good day, especially as we kind of buckle down for the holidays, hanging out with family and all that stuff. Good afternoon, 11 months, Chief. Whoa, mythic. Out of control, partner. Goodness, these members are just too kind. Incredible. Looks for a glass of juice. No, I think I'll keep it cold. Scout. Oh, it's very windy here today. Ooh, very cool. I do like inclement weather. Let it be rain, sleet, snow, wind. I just enjoy it. And Copper's wandering off to do who knows what. Copper, what are you doing? He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just always on a little adventure. Adventures of his own. What a beautiful day. You know what, Catherine? It is a beautiful day. Here, let me see if I can flip you around so you can see just kind of what I get to live with right now, Huh, Mr. Copper Dog? It's pretty good, right? Clouds are out. Beautiful, clear day. Oh, man. I mean, cannot complain. Just wrapped up another zodiac, right? This is Libra. With the scales and the constellation that are, representing that three-dimensional space. Anyways, but yeah, I'll be dropping that off here pretty quick. Probably tomorrow. It's going to be great. I'm excited. I'm excited to get done with the zodiacs. They're really enjoyable. But I'm ready for these big projects. I'm excited for the Ginkgo Gate. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get going. I got all the steel for it. But this week, I'm going to hammer down, both metaphorically and physically, hammer down on that thing. I'm excited to get through it. How you guys doing today? You know what? I'm doing good. Had a wonderfully inspiring tea time with the patrons this morning. There's never a theme, but there's definitely patterns that happen when creative people get together and have a conversation, much like we are here. But it's over Zoom, so I get to see all your beautiful faces. It's awesome. But it was really cool because Anthony, one of my apprentices, he brought up a really cool fact. We all have difficulty with biological family, but it's really nice to be able to come together with chosen family to realize you're not alone. We're never alone. And it's a pretty cool thing. It's very easy to feel alone and isolated. It's important to find community out there. And I'm really grateful for the ones that have found me. It's pretty awesome. Seen Season 7 of Dragon Prince trailer. Ooh, Kiki, I'm excited to see it. I have not seen the new trailer yet. Glad you're live today. A few days ago. Oh no! Right eye is in blinding pain. Hey man, Mythic, relax. Try to ignore it. I'm here with you, buddy. I'm so sorry. That's brutal. Man. Ooh. Anyways, the leaves. So the leaves went great, right? The copper leaves that I forged, everybody. Well, 80 people, that is. So the community, Mythic, one of the members here, and, the Patreon, they all had several days to get their leaves, right? That's part of the perk is when I do a sale, when I make some stuff for you guys, they get a little extra time before it gets unleashed into the community, or should I say the community or the public becomes unleashed on the product. And boy, howdy did it. sold out in a matter of like an hour or two. It was crazy. So much, in fact. Now, I do this in the utmost sincerity and sorriness, apologetic Asian, I don't know, I'm lacking the vernacular here. The demand was so great, in fact, that the website got like confused or whatever the heck, and it sold too many. It sold like an extra 40 that didn't exist. And I don't have the time to make more, so I'm gonna have to refund the people that came in a little late and give them some free downloads of some designs and definitely some type of some. I'm gonna make it up to them, I promise. But you're definitely gonna get full refunds for that. Like tech, baby. Like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like I just ask you for a little bit of grace. That's just how much in demand they were, and I'm very grateful for that. I just don't want to let anybody down. Isn't the mug great? I found this at a Goodwill, and now it's like a mantra, You know, I'm going to buy some stuff from the shop right now. No, Mythic, you stay here. You relax. Tech is a freaking thing. Reluctant Hermit. Hey, Hermit, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining me, my friend. Oh, I cannot wait to get together, buddy. I cannot wait to get together. Speaking of tech, I would love to bring you into my shop, go over my setup, and I'd love to maybe answer any forging questions you might have of me. I've been doing it a little while. I might be able to shed some light. Oh, I'm really excited. Oh, man, William. Oh, wow, that's so generous of you, William. How wonderful. Afternoon, Hunter. Cheers, my friend. Happy Sunday. My dude. Hope you're doing well. Doing fantastic. Just wrap things up with the online community. Just shining. There's something very special when it comes to finding your people. And they could be all around the world, but when you find them, they can really bring the best out in you, and you could bring the best out in each other. How cool is that, huh? One hand washes the other. Any way I can help, happy to. Hermit, you're wonderful. Thank you so much. I can't wait to actually meet you in person. This is gonna be great. Feeling brave and ordering Christmas cards with some of my own photography printed. Catherine, that's incredible. What a way to immortalize your work, your hard work. It was so funny. So Catherine and I this morning, we were talking in tea time, right? Over the Zoom meeting that we have every Sunday with the patrons. Thanks, William. Mythic, stop it. You quit that, Mythic. You're too kind. Okay, before I get sidetracked, Catherine and I were talking about, it's so funny how we don't appreciate our own work, our own worth. And I kind of inspired myself a little bit in this regard because it's like almost like cooking. I love to cook, but it mainly like when you're tasting it for maybe an hour at a time, like you're cooking for a long time in the kitchen, you're smelling it, you're involved in it, and by the time it's done, you simply can't appreciate it like others can. You're watching them tipping back in their chair, eyes rolling back in ecstasy, but you're like, I could do better. We just have such a hard time appreciating our own work, our own worth, all that good stuff. But when someone tells you that your work is awesome, believe them. All right? You gotta believe them. Think about it with cooking, right? Like, you got all your ingredients together. You spend so much time formulating it all out, tasting it, doing your thing. And then just believe them when they tell you how good it is. I have a hard time with that myself. So I'm also trying to mantra that my own darn self. Needed to hear that. Hey, I got you, buddy. It's very hard to appreciate what we do. Because for us, it's usually pretty easy. But for everybody else, it's magic. It's absolute magic. Today I'm finishing a Little Champion spark plug helicopter for a Christmas gift. How cool is that? So you make it out of a spark plug? That's cool. The payment of it's awesome is gold. Jason, 100%. My pops is making cheesecake now, actually. Ooh, William. Cheesecake is an art form. Oh, man, now I'm hungry. But good thing I have an early Thanksgiving with my mom's side of the family today, and I'm so excited to go over there, eat, drink, and be merry. I'm so pumped. I don't know what about this year has me excited to be buried in like family and the holidays and stuff. Usually I'm a little reluctant, because it's like, oh boy, family can be tough sometimes. Doesn't matter how great they are. And but this year I'm jazzed. I don't know what changed. Are you a wood, leather, or metal worker? Wing lift. Hey, welcome. I am a blacksmith. I make all sorts of fun sculptures and contraptions and all sorts of stuff. Welcome to the community. Check out the stuff I build. It's fun. But right now, we're just enjoying a lovely spot of hot tea in the workshop. Thanks for being here. Very grateful to have you. Yeah, this is just like a series of 12 little sculptures that go into this massive, I need a resort, Pumpkin. Ooh, what is everyone's favorite cheesecake? What is everyone's favorite cheesecake? Because I'm a cake and pie guy. And not just a fruit pie. I'm like a lemon meringue pie guy. I'm a citrus man. Strawberry cheesecake, classic. Don't need to mess with that at all. Absolutely not. But pumpkin cheesecake is pretty fire. Also, I like a peanut butter and chocolate swirl. Ooh, God, now I'm getting hungry. I'm ready to, put the napkin into my my lapel and get to work. You know what I mean? Pina colada cheesecake. Oh! Now you're talking, baby. Today's my birthday, Panda. All right, everybody. We're in the key of C. No, I'm teasing. I wouldn't do that to you. But happy stinking birthday. Copper, come here and wish this person happy birthday. Come here. Come here, Copper dog. He's moseying over. He's like sunbathing in the sunlight. He's like, don't make me go into the shade. It's cold. Copper, get over here. Thick New York cheesecake. Ooh, Paul. Classic. Yay, happy birthday. Come here now. Come here, Copper. Here he comes. Oh, he's a good boy. Ooh, he's nice and warm. There he is. Fix your ear, dude. There he is. Happy birthday to you. Oh. What? Hey, Mythic, you're the best, buddy. What did Netflix do with rayless blades? Madara, that's a great question. They have them in their studio. Netflix has them. Isn't that cool? Like the fact that Wonderstorm and Netflix reached out, but wanted me to build something crazy complex, cool blades and weapons. But then now they got them. And then like, one of the most special thing about rayless blades for me, one of the most special thing about rayless blades was getting an email from the guy that animated and kind of conjured up the functionality of rayless blades because they're well thought out. They're not just like magic, right? Like, boop, oh, now they're open. They took the time to internally engineer it, right? There's definitely some fantasy qualities to them, but it'd be crazy if they didn't, right? So it was really fun for me to like properly engineer them in real life and build them and forge them and sharpen them and all that good stuff. And then to actually be able to like whoosh, and get good with them and whip them out. So much fun. But I received an email from him and he was like, it is unbelievable to see them in real life, something that came from my imagination. And like to hear that, to receive that was like, what a gift that was. That was so neat. And I think it was a gift for both of us. Not all gifts have a recipient. Some gifts are for everyone. Oh, what am I, a blacksmith? Could say that. Yeah. But today, I'm here with you just sipping on a cup of tea, A Debbie Christmas tree cheesecake? Oh my goodness, William. Thick New York cheesy. Oh God, I am hungry now. And I just ate lunch, so that's crazy. I know I'm temporarily blind from the right eye, but weapon detail of Elden Ring's DLC. Really into it. Nice. Actually, it'd be really cool to start doing like cool weapon craft for some of these cool projects. I would be honored. I love it. I love video games, and I've been I've been dying to get into Enshrouded. Everyone's telling me I need to do it, but I think I'm gonna start. I started a Twitch channel, so if you're curious about it, go check it out there. And then Hermit here is obliged to try and help this dinosaur and how to Twitch stream some Enshrouded, because I think it's fun to share inspiration. I can't always do it with my steel work, right? But I try to do as much as possible. Maybe I can do it because video games are just as much as my process as doodling, as going out and seeing stuff. Video games are a huge part of my process and building things and testing things without like worrying about materials and stuff like that. Have you made Thor's hammer or the axe, Panda? No, but I certainly could. It's easy. Absolutely easy. Imagine Mjolnir forged with the hands of Max. Mythic, that would be pretty darn cool. That would be pretty darn cool. Let me grab something really quick. So my primary forging hammer is a 4-pound cross peen, right? I have swung, if I had a penny for every time I swung this hammer, like, I probably wouldn't be that wealthy, but I'd be darn closer than I am now. But a lovely fan sent me this big old block of titanium. This is pure titanium. Insane. Insane, this thing. Actually, this block is what I forged my lovely wife's ring and my ring from, right? Same block. Like, this is the cut that I shaved off to make these. So they're all gonna be of the same kin, brother steel. So it'd be really cool to forge my next forging hammer out of this, because it's about, what's crazy is this much steel is about that much titanium. It's very light, but definitely very dense. They're very close. So what I could do is forge my next primary hammer from this block of titanium. And I could make it like Mjolnir. Harry, my friend, good to see you, buddy. So how rad would that be? To forge it from this block of titanium, my next primary forging hammer, and I very well could make it look like Mjolnir. Now, a Mjolnir is kind of like a single jack, right? This is a 6-pound single jack that I use for when I need a little bit extra onion. It's an 8-pound. I have a 6-pound running around here somewhere. But yeah, a nice little 8. Really great. Really great for moving a little bit extra inertia, when you know what I mean. Now, the thing is it's only one tool. The nice thing about a straight peen like this is, I got 2 tools, right? I can move stuff around. Now, what I'm tempted to do for my next big forging hammer that I'll be forging out of this block of titanium is what's like more of a 45 degree, so I can keep my strike straight and do nice fullering, like a fullering hammer. And a fuller, think of this. It's right, like you got clay. When you have, think of like a piece of clay between my anvil and this block of titanium. You're just squishing it in just flat. And the material is getting pushed equally in all directions. Now, a fuller is kind of like pinching with your fingers, pinching the steel with your fingers. It has direction. It's able to push out. And it's a little bit more aggressive. You can really move some big steel. And I forge big steel here in this shop. And I don't have a power hammer, not yet at least. And so that could be in the future. So I might make a Mjolnir-esque kind of 45 degree angle straight peen. Make sure to film your Mjolnir if you make it. Oh, of course. I try to film everything I build. Not always, do I? Because I'm kind of a ding-dong sometimes, and I'll just start working and doing my thing, you know what I mean? It'd be an honor for Max to forge our wedding ring, I believe. Oh, hey, I've definitely done it in the past. I like to forge it from the same material because they're like connected. They're the same. They're as one, if you will. Man, this ring turned out so good. Yeah, oh, Steven, isn't it great? So, for those of you who don't know, I have an apprenticeship program on Patreon, and I taught them how to forge a little ring. Speaking of rings, full circle. So I taught my apprentices how to forge this tool. This is a bottom swedge. It fits into your anvil, right? Your hardy hole. It's the square hole. And then I took this piece of 5/8, and what you do is you forge out a cool ring, and then you could use this to shape it into a perfect circle. And during tea time this morning, he forged a cool little ring, and I couldn't be more proud. And it looks so cool. And it's like, especially as a beginning blacksmith, it's such a great thing to have products like bottle openers, maybe little wine openers, rings, all sorts of cool stuff from a big body of clientele to be able to purchase from you as you learn, as you hone your craft. Harry, should I try to forge the swedge tool before making the rings? Do not have to, absolutely not. You do not have to. You can use the inner corner of the table of your, the face and the table, the shelf of your anvil. You can use that. You don't need it whatsoever. You can do it with two pairs of pliers, whatever you want to do. That is some heavy forging, but I won't stop you. I wouldn't dare stop you, buddy. Okay, Max, have you ever burned yourself while forging something? Oh yeah. It comes with the territory, baby. You know what I mean? Yeah. Luckily I got all my fingers. Very grateful. Knock on wood, hurry, right? But sustained incredible burns. But here, let me give you a tip. If you're getting into blacksmithing, don't ever test if steel is hot this way. Always the back of your hand, because you'll be just fine with a nasty little burn on the back of your hand. That doesn't stop you from working. But you get yourself on the pads of your hand, big old blister where you need to hold your pair of tongs or wield your hammer or something like that. That's a whole nother story. That's taking you out of the ball game. Always the back of your hand. Just give it a little boop. And honestly, your heat tolerance will grow. You'll be fine. A lot of burns, a lot of smashed fingers. Like, this might get a little gruesome, but like my fingers have on many occasions gotten smashed so hard that like, do you ever know when you, like back in the day when you would microwave a hot dog and that thing would just split open and blast out? Sorry for the visual, but yeah, that. Elvis has entered the building. Hello. Al is right. So just be careful, be mindful, So what do we get you for Christmas, Max? Rage, don't you freaking dare. Your patronage, your friendship, you being a part of my community is every gift I could ever imagine. Don't you freaking dare. I have a very hard time receiving gifts. I don't know if you know that. Paul, oh God. It's gruesome, but it helps you respect the material because all this stuff is super heavy, like that. Like, I don't remember if you guys remember the saga of me losing this fingernail. Yeah, 200-pound swedge block, crunch, It takes but a second. I would like to draw Max for Christmas. Hey, I'm not going to stop you from doing anything. Just be sure to share it in the Discord, Max isn't good at receiving gifts. Harry, you know me too well. So we get you a big blue Rage, don't even play with me. Don't even, like, come on now. Ever broken anything that way? No, I'm actually pretty tough. I have broken one bone in my life, and that was when I was a kid. And there was this big old cliff growing up. I mean, I'm talking a cliff growing up. And there was this giant oak tree kind of midway, and that cliff went down about 100 yards. And there's this massive oak that reached out. So there's this big old rope, and actually, I shouldn't even tell this story. But it took a lot to break a bone. I'm very grateful. I'm a little kind of hardy. How do we get the Discord? Ooh, that's a great question. It's just if you're looking for me on any platform, Max Randolph Studios, you'll find me. I try to make it super easy and very simple for you guys to find me. We'd love to have you. Only broke a collarbone as a kid. That's a good one. And isn't it weird that like you can't split that? It just like regrows? What the hell? The human body is an amazing thing. We're all occupants of some pretty incredible machinery, if you ask me. You know, our meat suit, it's pretty amazing what it can do. Max, can you show us the best thing you have forged? It ain't here. Oh, there we go. Casey, to save the day as always, thank you for sharing the Discord. Very grateful for you. Ooh, wing. Paragraph from earlier. Ooh, I might have to scroll up a ways. Okay. Thinking that I'm not actually that good or extra, or thinking. So even I've done all the extra work and earned that position. Help myself with this. Ooh, like kind of like like you're talking about like imposter syndrome. That's a tough thing to overcome. Like when I was talking about like, and like, who am I, right? Like I'm no guru. I suffer from it too. I get it. But one of the things that I try to remember, it was when someone tells me, this is great, I love this piece of work, or you did a good job on that, listen to them. Do not do them the disrespect by not listening to the affirmations that they give you. You know what I mean? I think that's my greatest piece of advice. Listen to people. Believe them. You know, it's such a part of the human condition that we disregard people like, you know, like, oh, that's really cool. And you're saying like, nah, it sucks. I'm the worst at that. The worst. And I think it's really important to listen to them. Pay them the respect that they deserve. You know, really just pay attention to what people say. And you know, and with that, I'll leave you guys. I don't have much time. I'm gonna go drink a bunch of wine and eat a bunch of good food and do some cooking with my family. But yeah, like just if someone tells you something, believe them. You know? And you know that goes both ways. Sometimes those are good affirmations and sometimes those are personal attacks. Believe them. You know, if someone's bringing you down, and you might not need that in your life. Boundaries are healthy. That was also another thing we were talking about during tea time, especially as the holidays are now upon us. Boundaries are good, especially if they're telling you hurtful stuff. You know, pay attention to what people tell you. You know, if they're admiring your work, listen to them. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna step off my high horse now of all my advice and stuff. But I really do. I just want to wish you guys a wonderful Sunday. Whatever left you have of it, make it the best you can. Maybe do something kind for someone today. Who knows? Maybe do something kind for yourself. Crazy idea, right? Spoil yourself a little bit because you got next week ahead of you. Treat yourself. Well, never forget I love you guys. And don't forget to love each other, okay? Have a terrific week ahead of you. Have the rest of your Sunday be terrific as well. Okay? Strike true, Rage. Strike true, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye.